From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reported tonight.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, terrorists desecrate traditional institution, attack 3 monarchs, kill Emir of Gwoza. Yet another Nigerian student murdered abroad. Miss Naizi Eva is believed to have been stabbed to death by her boyfriend. Federal government releases impounded Rivers State government's private jet almost 1 year after. And leader of Thailand's military coup rules out elections within a year to allow for political reconciliation.
On business news tonight, Nigeria's crude oil production for the month of May falls by 70,000 barrels.
And on sports news tonight, Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger tips Nigeria's Super Eagles to reach the knockout phase of the upcoming FIFA World Cup in Brazil.
The sanctity of traditional institutions was desecrated today as terrorists attacked 3 emirs, killing one of them, the Emir of Gwoza, Alhaji Idrissa Timta. The first-class traditional ruler and his 2 colleagues were traveling in the same vehicle when they were ambushed by the gunmen who shot and killed Alhaji Timta and 2 policemen, while the others ran into a nearby Fulani settlement. The secretary to the Borno State government, Baba Jida, who confirmed the incident, explained that the attack occurred at 9 a.m. today as the emirs made their way to Biu town, headquarters of Biu local government area, on their way to attend a funeral in Gombe State. The other 2 emirs who fled were the Emir of Askira, Alhaji Abdullahi Askirama, and Emir of Uba, Alhaji Ali Mamza. Only yesterday, gunmen riding motorbikes killed 32 people in Gurmushi village near Nigeria's border with Cameroon, also in Borno State. President Goodluck Jonathan said yesterday that he had ordered a full-scale operation against Boko Haram militants and sought to reassure parents of the 219 schoolgirls being held by the group that their children will be freed. Meanwhile, the military has also confirmed the attack, saying that the body of the Emir of Gwoza has been recovered and that troops are currently on aggressive patrol along the entire route to find the culprits. Also, the special task force operating in the north-central part of the country says 23 members of an armed group operating in the zone have been arrested. According to the Director of Defense Information, Major General Chris Olukolade, the suspects, including a hard drug supplier, were apprehended during raids in Bukuru, just south local government area of Plateau State. I'm afraid it's more sad news as another Nigerian student has been murdered abroad, this time in South Africa. 20-year-old Naizi Eva, a third-year systems engineering student of Vaal University of Technology near Johannesburg, was found stabbed to death in her room. A suspect who was known to the deceased was arrested and granted bail pending the outcome of investigations. Our correspondent in South Africa, Betty Dibia, brings us the developing story.
Friends stood distraught to pay tribute. A brave brother describing a beloved one.
Beautiful, intelligent, God-fearing.
And a school grappling with a murder that should never have happened.
May the memory of Miss Naizi Eva stay in our hearts, and that her soul rests in eternal peace.
Naizi Eva was just 20 years old in her third year studying engineering here at the Vaal University of Technology in South Africa. But on the 24th of May 2014, everything changed for her, her family, and friends.
On Saturday, the 24th of May, we received what we call a call to say from one of our director of residences, informing us that there is a murder that has taken place at one of the hostels.
I go advise you now to calm down.
Naizi's brother, addressing the students, appealed to all to remain calm, but focus in order to assist security agencies with information to help solve the murder.
Cases have been opened, and they have taken up the case. But we also do not want a situation where the case should go to disappear out without trace.
The suspect is indeed our student. He's one of our students. His origin is from Zimbabwe. They're conducting the DNA test for both the deceased and the suspect. Currently, as I speak to you, they are waiting the results, which will come from Pretoria.
The said suspect is a boyfriend of 3 years whom friends allege was abusive to the deceased.
I know that she dumped Trevor because Trevor told me that he messed up and wanted to fix things. So because they always dumped each other and got back together, like, I never took it serious. I just never took it serious.
Even if you knew him, you would have endorsed him to be the boyfriend. But unfortunately, it's not written in the forehead, as we say in Nigeria, in the right-hand forehead. And unfortunately, we heard that he's been abusing her, but that's all we have for now. But we are hoping that justice takes its course.
Naizi Eva will never graduate from university. Her family will never see her again. Also, she will not be able to speak for herself when her alleged killer appears in court in the next few weeks. Meanwhile, the suspect denies culpability. While investigations are ongoing to solve the case, Naizi Eva's remains will be returned to Nigeria Tuesday, June the 3rd for interment. Betty Dibia, Channels Television News.
Shocking. Well, Nigeria's President, Goodluck Jonathan, has again expressed optimism about the ability of the nation to overcome its present challenges. At the final rites for the former Lagos State Governor, Sir Michael Edola, today, President Jonathan, alongside eminent Nigerians like the former President Olusegun Obasanjo, paid their last respects to the former governor. In the President's speech at the church service in honor of the late statesman, he reflected on Sir Otedola's legacy.
For us who have the privilege of serving, we always ask ourselves, when we will depart, what will people say of us? What could we say we have left behind for people to remember? That is a challenge for all of us. Yes, as a nation, we have our challenges now. Other countries have passed through similar challenges. Our country will surely get through this. And just like the priest said, whenever you go, in terms, especially when you're talking about African countries, Nigeria is always rated very highly. With a total commitment and prayers, we'll continue to maintain that position in the Committee of Nations.
27 people have been killed in 2 separate auto crashes in Sokoto and Edo State. Now in Sokoto, a night accident at Tudundukia village near that state left at least 13 people dead. And this accident occurred between a bus traveling from Jos to Ilela and a car traveling from Ilela to Sokoto. When in Edo State, no fewer than 14 persons lost their lives, also in an auto crash along Bini-Okene Highway. The incident, which occurred in Esa's central local government area of Edo, involved a 15-seater bus and a truck, which was said to be coming from Abuja. An eyewitness said the incident occurred when the brakes of the truck failed and ran over the bus coming from the opposite side, killing the 13 passengers and the driver. Well, the president of the Industrial Court, Justice Babatunde Adejumo, will on June the 13th decide if it will go ahead to hear the case filed by former governor of the central bank, Malam Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, challenging his suspension by President Jonathan. The decision followed an oral appeal by counsel to President Jonathan, Mr. Mike Ozekome, seeking for a stay of proceedings pending the hearing and determination of its appeal by the appellate court. According to Mr. Ozekome, all the parties in the case had filed an appeal challenging the ruling of Justice Gabriel Kolawole of the Federal High Court, which transferred the case from his court to the National Industrial Court. Justice Adejumo, however, urged the parties to file an appeal before his court, asking for a stay of proceedings, saying he cannot decline the order of the High Court mandating him to hear the suit in line with Section 47 of the 1999 Constitution. In part two, after the break, we take a look at developments in Akwa Ibom State and the state of the nation there. That's in a moment. Do join us again.